Green flags in the air. We're underway. 10 laps the distance here tonight for the Hornets. I tell you what, race fans, great way to get involved in racing if you're trying to race on a budget. Just go out there, get yourself a little four-banger, put some tubes up in it, come on out to the racetrack, take the windows out, of course, and got yourself a race car. As Stephen Bickford goes over the cushion, I guess, with Tish Highstand. Bickford makes contact with the tire barrier down there in turn 3 and 4. Fires car back up. Highstand avoided that in the 21K, as it is the 88R of Richard Ramirez leading lap number 1. So I guess that magic that the 13 had the last time out has worn off. You know, they always say never eat peanut butter sandwiches in the pits, wear green, or have a number 13 in your car. That's what can happen. The bad luck there for Bickford, but it is Ramirez and Tim Olds duking out for the top spot right now. Ramirez has it. Tim Olds putting the pressure to his back bumper as they race down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Olds going to take to the top side of the racetrack, see if he can't work in a higher groove, as there is nothing up there. You saw Bickford try to do that. Tim Olds putting those white walls to work here at USA Raceway. Lost a lot of ground on the 88R of Ramirez by trying to go to the top side. Stephen Bickford just got up in the slop as well. Tish Highstand, she's taking her car off the racetrack. And Ramirez, he goes in there. Get a little slideways. You've seen that from the non-wing sprint cars as Ramirez and Olds trying to put on the show here tonight. So they are your top 2. If you're with us last time out, this is exactly what kind of happened during the main event last time, where the top 2 running on the racetrack, well away from the 13 of Stephen Bickford. But Bickford able to cross the stripe. PJ Hero, who was leading, did not after being involved in a tussle with Tim Olds. As Bickford crossed behind Olds, who was DQ'd. Right now, Bickford having all sorts of issues keeping that car up on the racetrack off of turn at number 4. As Richard Ramirez and Tim Olds still the top 2 drivers. Olds trying to arc it down into turn number 1 as we have the laps winding down here in this 10-lap heat race. As Bickford almost went off the racetrack once again, that 13 right now might go 1 lap down. So he's trying to give the leaders the low side of the racetrack. He's elected to go up high as Ramirez and Tim Olds continue to duke it out for the top spot. Olds trying to get up underneath the 88R. Ramirez can't do it through turns 3 and 4. Now off of turn number 4, Ramirez gets way up high as Bickford does too. They make contact going into turn number 1. Tim Olds has to correct the car here, putting that old four-banger to work down into turn at number 1. Olds going to try to reel him in once again. See if he puts the bumper to the 88R. He does as they race through off the berm, throwing out some dust. The white flag flies for the 88R of Ramirez. Ramirez off a turn at number 2, trying to drive away from the 00 machine of Tim Olds. Olds one last shot through turns 3 and 4. And it will be checker flag in the air for Ramirez, who will win the lone Hornet heat race over Tim Olds. Stephen Bickford will come home in 3rd, 1 lap down.